So Patel already in there creating a solid model and getting on to that second feature, the wings. Meanwhile, we see that Sebastian decided to extrude the first shape and then add the wings right away. Now he's adding in that groove there. Wow, and look how quickly Sebastian was able to mirror that geometry. And guys, I think we might be seeing an answer coming in here.
Hey, what's up everybody? Too Tall Toby here, and in today's CAD vs. CAD tournament highlight, we're gonna see an epic battle between two CAD experts. And if you enjoy this format of looking at a 2D drawing and trying to turn it into a 3D model, be sure to take a look at our website, tootalltoby.com. We've got over 200 of these 2D to 3D CAD challenges, many of them real world parts, very similar to what you see our competitors doing in today's CAD vs. CAD highlight. So be sure to check out the website. You can get started today, and as always, let me know down in the comments what you thought about today's model and what you thought about today's CAD vs. CAD battle.
And let's take a look now at our official first battle. Now, the way that we do these battles is we want to make sure that it's truly fair. And in order to make sure that it's truly fair, we're going to randomize things a little bit for our runners. And in order to randomize things for our runners, we have another very special sponsor, a Wheel of Fate sponsor, guys, an official Wheel of Fate sponsor. For this tournament, our Wheel of Fate sponsor is none other than Plasticity. If you guys haven't seen Plasticity before, well, you are in for a treat, because they provide solutions for any users out there that are trying to work with surfacing. So surfacing modeling, they have advanced and Class A surfacing to sculpt beautiful production-ready geometry. They have easy interoperability. You can export directly into your CAD system, and there's no subscriptions. Once you buy it, you own the tools, no strings attached. You can visit them at plasticity.xyz, and congratulations to Plasticity for becoming the sponsor. Let's find out what the Wheel of Fate has in store. Here we go. Our first challenge for this CAD vs. CAD tournament is going to be, oh, wow. Our first challenge is going to be the first challenge in the library. Let's go. Drawing number one. So we're going to get drawing number one ready here. And while we do, we're going to learn just a little bit more about our runners. So you can see here that Sebastian on the left is our number one seed. And what's this? Sebastian is also the head developer at cadop.io and founder, inventor, creator. What a talented guy. If anybody was going to help develop a product that can save time on CAD documentation like cadop.io, I would want it to be the fastest speed modeler in the tournament. And here's some other facts about Sebastian you might not have known. He started using CATIA in 2011. His biggest fear is click OK to terminate, and he runs a CAD automation startup focused on streamlining engineering workflows. Nice. And Patel says he started using CAD just back in 2023, so fairly new to CAD, and started with AutoCAD. But then he said, you know what, AutoCAD's not enough, so I'm going to learn SolidWorks, Onshape, Fusion, and Solid Edge. But he still has even more to go. He wants to learn some other ones, learn some FreeCAD, some IronCAD. He wants to learn Plasticity. He just wants to learn them all. And he also completed his undergrad diploma in mechanical engineering this year and is now going to do his major in engineering. That is awesome, Het. So congratulations to Patel. Good luck to Sebastian. Good luck to Patel. Here we go. This CAD vs. CAD battle featuring Sebastian from Germany running CATIA, our number one seed, going up against Patel from India running Onshape, our number 14 seed, begins in 3, 2, 1, go! What is the mass of this part in XXXX grams? This part is made from 1060 aluminum. It is called slider wedge. It's some kind of an insert that you put in some type of machinery to maybe lock things in place or slide along in a certain groove. And both of our runners are grabbing a screen capture. If you're out there watching and you want to grab a screen capture, you go for it. Both of our runners are grabbing a screen capture, and both of our runners are jumping into their CAD systems to try to figure out their game plan. They've never seen this drawing before, and now they're going to try and turn this drawing into a nice, fully defined model, apply the correct material, and calculate the mass correctly. And wow, look at Sebastian on the left running CATIA and already going through and modeling up the main shape, the main kind of wedge shape, and even looks like he's modeling kind of those little wings. I'm just going to call them wings that are sticking out on the side. On the right, we see Het Patel using Onshape. And we see that what Het is doing is it looks like he's modeling this thing up. He's decided to put the origin in the lower left corner there. And then he's just going to kind of model up this part with that dimensions that are on the print. And we're going to see if maybe he tries to use some symmetry on this part, or if he goes in and maybe uses some angle dimensions to lock this thing down. Looks like he's going to try and go with some symmetry. Look at that. Very nice to lock that all down. And now we see here that he's going to be extruding. And wow, looks like Sebastian is in a preview mode. And I can't tell who got first blood there. It looks like maybe Het Patel draws first blood, taking that geometry, turning into a solid first. Yes, and now we see Sebastian catching up with him and creating that geometry as solid geometry on the left. So Het Patel already in there creating a solid model and getting on to that second feature, the wings. Meanwhile, we see that Sebastian decided to extrude the first shape and then add the wings right away. Now he's adding in that groove there. Wow, and look how quickly Sebastian was able to mirror that geometry. And guys, I think we might be seeing an answer coming in here pretty quickly. We're going to be keeping an eye on the chat. And there we see the answer comes in from Sebastian, and that answer is 1402 grams, and that is not correct. 1402 grams, that is not correct. So Sebastian entered the answer first, got way ahead, but maybe was missing a dimension or designed something incorrectly. And wow, 1402 grams or 1403 grams, either way, that is not correct within tolerance. And so Sebastian now going through and panicking a little bit. He may have opened the door here for Het Patel. Wow. 1402 is not correct. Rambro's Workshop in the chat says you can do this. So Sebastian, our number 1 seed, possibly opening the door here for Het Patel, our number 14 seed. But you can see Het Patel is maybe struggling a little bit too here. Decided to look like an offset face there. And we're going to see what's going on. Looks like Sebastian may be going for a second attempt at this thing. It's always dangerous to answer that second time. It's always a little bit scary after you answer the first time. You know that if you answer incorrectly the second time, that's it. You're not going to be in. And so it looks like maybe Sebastian is going back and double checking. He just wants to make sure. It's the very first match here. He's looking at what's going on Het Patel's screen, and he's saying, I think I might have a little bit of time. You never know, though. You know, you got to be, that's a dangerous game. You never know what's going on with the lag. But it looks like Sebastian did come in with an answer. I apologize, chat. I looked away for a second there. Sebastian comes in with the answer, 1492 grams, and that is correct. So congratulations to Sebastian. I apologize there. Thank you, chat, for helping me out there. 1492, a famous year in American history. 1492, and that is correct. So congratulations to Sebastian. I apologize, I didn't see how that number came in, but that is correct. And thank you also to the chat there. Jern says Het Patel has 2 wins. My bad. Guys, congratulations. What a great first match there. These parts here in the first couple of rounds are going to be what we call tier 3 models. Tier 3 models. They're not as difficult. They're going to gradually get harder and harder. There's a couple of tier 4 models sprinkled throughout this match, but they're all going to be basically tier 3 models, tier 3 and tier 4 models here in this round of 16. And then we're going to see that they're going to gradually get, a little bit harder, a little bit harder. I like that structure because it's almost like you have to battle your way through.